When you are microneedling, there's a few factors that will go into how intense the treatment is. First is going to be your depth. And this person went to a 0.75 depth, which should be sufficient to give you some redness and maybe some texture the next day or 2 or 3. But the next factor that goes into how intense the treatment is how many needles are in your cartridge. So if you think about it, if you're using a cartridge with more needles, so like a 36 pin, there are more needles competing for the same amount of space, so they're not going to puncture as deeply. The fewer needles you use, the more deeply the needles will puncture. They tend to penetrate more efficiently. Third thing is your speed. So the speed determines how many punctures happen in any given area based on your pen movement. So if your speed is higher, you're going to get more punctures for the same movement than you would if the speed is lower. This can play a factor in how intense your treatment is. The fourth thing is, how hard are you pushing the pen? Are you just barely touching it to the surface? Because it does take a little bit of pressure, just very gentle pressure, but you do have to put a little pressure on it in order to allow those needles to fully puncture in and out of the skin. So if you're struggling to get a good deep treatment, because I've seen a couple of people comment something like this, those could be the factors that you need to adjust.